The surprising connection between ancient Greece, Rome, and India. The interwoven history of the ancient Greeks, Romans, and Indians is rich, intricate, and sadly often overlooked. Most people are aware of Alexander the Great's invasion of India in the 4th century BCE, but this event is merely the opening chapter of a long, complex history that details the exchange of science, art, trade, religion, and more between these civilizations. Let's explore 8 intriguing aspects of this relationship. Buddhism among the Greeks. Buddhism spread rapidly from India, particularly during the reign of Emperor Ashoka Maurya. Buddhist missionaries were dispatched far and wide, including to the Greek kingdoms that had emerged after Alexander's conquests. This mission was highly effective. Many Greeks living beyond the Mediterranean converted to Buddhism. Archaeological evidence includes ancient Buddhist texts written in cursive Greek and Buddhist stupas with Greek inscriptions. Ashoka specifically sent a Greek Buddhist monk, Dharmarakshita, to proselytize the faith among Greek communities, converting as many as 37,000 Greeks. A century later, the Indo-Greek king Menander I's conversion to Buddhism had a dramatic impact, with most Indo-Greeks following suit. Menander's Indo-Greek kingdom was not only powerful but also influential far and wide, as evidenced by coinage found as far away as Britain. Greco-Roman art in India. The rise of the Greeks in South Asia heralded the advent of the Gandharan school of art, blending Hellenistic and native Indian elements. This unique syncretic art depicted Greek figures alongside Indianized elements, such as Atlas beneath Buddhist temples or Indianized lotus flowers within Greek patterns. This style also influenced Indo-Greek coinage and Buddhist art, which thrived under Greek patronage. In South India, Roman influences were more pronounced. The Buddhist stupa at Amaravati, Andhra Pradesh, displayed stylistic similarities with Roman art, and archaeological sites revealed Roman amphitheaters, indicating the depth of Roman artistic influence in the region. Roman trade with India. Trade between the Mediterranean and India flourished since antiquity, with significant growth during Roman rule in Egypt. Mastery of monsoon winds allowed Roman ships to navigate to India efficiently, dramatically boosting trade. Historical accounts and archaeological findings, such as shipwrecks and Roman coin hoards, validate the extensive trade network. The trade volume was so significant that Strabo recorded up to 120 ships annually sailing from Egyptian ports to the Indian coast. Pliny the Elder lamented Rome's economic drain due to imports of Indian luxury goods. Ports in South India, like Arikamedu and Maziris, were primary hubs in this Indo-Roman trade, fostering the prosperity of Tamil kingdoms during the Sangam era. Roman communities in India. Roman presence in India wasn't just limited to mercantile interactions. Historical records and archaeological evidence suggest Roman communities thrived in Indian port cities like Maziris and Arikamedu. These communities engaged in trade and craftsmanship, with Roman coins, amphora shards, and even a temple to Augustus Caesar found in these areas. Ancient Tamil literature references Roman merchants in the Kaveri Delta, highlighting their integration into local economic networks. Indian visitors in the Greco-Roman world. Ancient Indians traveled and resided in the Greco-Roman world, a fact well documented through various sources. Indian gravestones in Alexandria and motifs on pottery in Red Sea ports indicate the presence of Indian merchants and communities. Indian scholars and travelers like Zarmano Chagas, who garnered attention by burning himself alive in Athens, reflect the deep cultural exchanges. Intellectual interactions were also significant, with some historians suggesting that Ammonius Saccas, a leading Neoplatonist, was of Indian origin. This connection influenced Neo-Platonism, which shares similarities with Vedanta Hinduism, potentially shaping Western Christian mysticism. Greco-Roman women as slaves in India. The ancient slave trade between the Mediterranean and India saw the trafficking of Greek slave women, known as Yavini in North India and Yavanar in South India. These women served various roles, from musicians and dancers to bodyguards and concubines. Possessing Greek slaves was a status symbol among Indian elites, emphasizing the exotica and prestige associated with foreign slaves. Scientific exchange between Greeks and Indians. Greek scientific texts were translated into Sanskrit during antiquity, influencing Indian astronomy profoundly. Greek astronomical texts significantly shaped Indian astronomical canons, with Indian scholars recognizing Greek expertise despite cultural prejudices. Varha Mihira, an ancient Indian scientist, acknowledged the superiority of Greek astronomical knowledge in his works, underscoring the scientific exchange between Thess.